Welcome to Cooking Caribbean Colombian Food with Manuel Martinez. Today I have a vegan variation of one of our traditional dishes, festive rice and beans. This recipe is festive because it's based on another dish that is made only twice per year, Pastel de Arroz. It's made for Christmas and New Year's. Here I will show you step by step how to make it and also some of the tips that make our cuisine unique. This recipe's unique flavor comes mainly from the vinegar and cumin combination, and its color from the use of achiote oil. I normally make my own achiote oil at home by slowly cooking achiote seeds in vegetable oil, and then waiting for its wonderful saffron-like color to be released. However, in case you cannot find achiote seeds at your local area stores, you can substitute it with Goya's Sazon powder. The other ingredients that we need are rice, kidney beans, red and green bell peppers, onions, Worcestershire sauce, mustard, vegetable oil, vinegar, garlic, cumin powder, water, salt and pepper. I first start by soaking the kidney beans in water the day before. This is what they look the day after. I now drain them and prepare to cook them in water. This time I have chosen to cook the beans in a standard pot instead of using a pressure cooker. This cooking process may take up to a whole hour and the water always evaporates. But to avoid this, I get a second pot with water and use it to replenish the one that has evaporated. I now chop the green bell pepper in rather large pieces, then the red pepper, the onion. I find it easier to peel the garlic clove by using a cooking knife and then gently crushing. I then remove the skin and use a garlic press. I then add mustard, Worcestershire sauce, vegetable oil, achiote oil, and cumin powder. Now vinegar, salt, and black pepper. I give everything a good mix. It has been about 20 minutes now and the water level is getting low, so I add a little more boiling water. Look at the size of the boiling water bubbles. Make sure they're not too big and adjust the heat to maintain them this way. Time to add more boiling water to the beans. I now take some beans out of the pot and check them for softness using a knife and also taste them. The beans are ready. I take them out of the pot and drain. Now I start sauteing the vegetable mixture using a heavy pot in low heat for a few minutes until the onion pieces start to soften up. Never saute the mixture for too long. Here I have the rice that I have previously washed and added to the pot along with the vegetable mixture. I get going another pot of hot boiling water that I will use later on for cooking the rice. I raise the temperature to high and now add water at room temperature. And finally add the cooked kidney beans. I use a wooden spoon to check that all the water has evaporated and immediately start adding some of that hot boiling water. I use boiling water instead of water at room temperature in order to save time and not to stop the cooking process. Check again if necessary. I add some more boiling water.
I now move the pot to the smallest size burner, lower the heat to a minimum level and place the lid, leaving a small opening. The thick walls of a heavy pot help to distribute the heat evenly and to prevent the rice from burning. I now move the rice from the bottom side to the top. I now check to see if the rice grains have opened up and have just about a sticky consistency. In case it hasn't, I then add more boiling water. I continue then doing this process until the rice grains have opened up and are sticky. You may ask, why don't you measure the total amount of water at the beginning of the process and add it? Well, every rice brand has a different consistency and does not take the same amount of water. By using this cooking technique, you are in total control of the cooking process and you can then stop at the ideal time. The rice is perfect now and the cooking process is completed. We are now ready to serve.
Well, I hope that you liked it, and most importantly, that you give it a try at home and let me know. Please don't forget to press like at the bottom. Thank you.